Indie if you didn't already know, is one of the most well-known FNF mods currently out. It's come out about a week ago when I'm recording this, and in my opinion, it is the highest quality FNF mod to date, and most likely won't be topped for a very long time. I'm a big fan of Indie. I've known about it for a long time, literally almost a year now, and I decided it'd be really nice to sit down and talk to some of the developers behind the mod and ask a couple of questions, regarding the mod itself, the development, what they enjoyed about it, their own work for it, and just learning a few things. And there's actually, at one point, we'll be showing a little bit of an inside pick about how Doggo was made, because obviously, I talked to Saster, because I fucking know. I asked Twitter as well for a bunch of questions as well. Other than all the questions I were just asking, is X character coming out? Do you really know Saster? Stuff like that. It was really nice to do. I really would wish I could do it again. If there's an update ever comes out, I'd love to do it again because it was a really nice experience. And it was really nice talking to everybody. I talked to Brightfyre, Cdmusic, Dia, Saster, Taeyai, and Saster. It was really nice. So it's about over an hour of recording. And I hope you guys enjoy watching it because honestly, it was a great experience. And I hope I can do it again sometime. All right, enjoy the video now. Yo, what's up, bro? Hi, Saster. What's up? What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? What's good?
Let me just move my camera a bit. What is with you, bro? What are you doing?
This picture so much is so dumb.
I hate y'all.
Hey, yo, repost Jesus fallen. Shut the fuck up.
Also, don't take this seriously at all, bro, because I'm literally just some Canadian that has a very tight suit on right now, okay? So none of this is serious.
No, okay.
Yo, screen share.
Fucking hold on. Let me show my OBS, I guess. Look at this shit, all right?
Do you have a fit?
look how tight this suit is. Look how much it does not cover my arms, bro. That's how far it goes when I lifted my arms up. It's so small. This shit's from grade 7.
Penkaru walking in for the interview.
I fucking hate you, bro.
No. I was trying to look for goofy suits, but then I was getting goofy in a suit.
Oh my.
Wait, Wait, look at this. Look at this.
What? That's not me. That's not me. What the fuck?
It's not. It's just, I think it's funny.
You kidding me, bro? Yeah, we're just waiting for the other two. Because Tay's on the computer, and I think is Dia actually at a fucking cheese factory?
What?
They said they're at a cheesecake factory.
Bro, this kind of looks like you. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
I am painfully white, bro. What do you mean?
God.
Ben,
Yeah, what's up?
do you know Saster?
I'm gonna fucking kick. That thinks he's a fucking comedian, bro.
Yeah.
I can't join the call.
What is
Hey,
that?
hear me out. Hear me out.
No! No! There we go. There he is. And he's
Oh my God, he's
okay.
muted.
So just we can just go straight to it. So how you guys doing today?
Terrible.
Oh, that's awesome.
2 a.m.
Okay, yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. We'll have everybody in the alphabetical order just introduce themselves for who they are and what they did for the mod if they don't know, as well as anything else that's worth mentioning. So, bro, you can go first.
I am Brightfyre. I am the lead programmer. And I poured a lot of time into this project.
Wasn't worth it. Okay, see.
He's not wrong.
You up, CD?
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Cdmusic. I made the full instrumentals for Terrible Sin and Despair. I did half the instrumental for fucking Imminent Demise, and I also compose for stuff like Entity and also the Terraria Calamity mod.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Dia?
Hey guys,
Idea. Hi.
it's Diavololi, and I don't know what I did for the mod. I was just here.
Okay, that's great. All right, Saster?
Awesome. Hi, I'm Saster. I did the music for Doggo, the menu music, and and I did the vocals for a few of the Sans tracks.
Okay. Sector?
Oh yeah, Burning in Hell.
Yeah, I'm Sector. I just help program and fix stuff.
Okay, awesome. And Tay?
I am Taeyai. I did Brew Orange Bone, Jot Mechanic, and some of Nightmare, Cuphead, and Bendy.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of people already were aware of Indie. It's been a very hyped mod in the making for the long time it was. And I don't know much about the development behind the scenes, but do you guys know how long development actually was for the whole mod?
I think it was 10 months in total.
Probably. No, it's 15 because it's been more than a year.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
No. It was like
Yeah.
a year or something.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. And it's finally out.
Yay! Yay! We did it.
Finally.
Was development exactly hard, would you say? For how long
Yes.
it took?
Not okay. I'll say this: not for the musicians at all.
The music was like the easy bit.
Yeah.
The rest of it was hell.
So what part of development took the longest, would you say?
Programming.
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 I feel like that would be accurate considering Bright himself put like what 600 hours into it.
Yeah.
It's like I
of
feel
hours,
so
right?
bad for you, bro. I genuinely feel bad for you, man. So would that also be the hardest, or was it just programming, right? Was that just the longest and hardest part of the whole part?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, the cutscenes took a really long time, but that was just done by one person.
I think Jay-Z Boy had a hand in the first Bendy cutscene. Or was
No, it was Cray. It was Cray, Jay-Z Boy,
yeah.
and more of it all worked on the cutscenes.
So I'm guessing development wasn't fun.
It
At some
It
was
point.
fun at
It
first.
started pretty fun for me at least, and then it felt kind of corporate, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I can get that.
From November till release was
The amount
Yeah,
of
the
fun people had working on the project just kind of gradually declined. It was really fun at first, and then all the leaks came out, and like the entire build got released about like 2 weeks before we were planning. And that put a lot of stress, and we're like, oh, I guess we have some actual feedback from people. So we kind of went off that a little.
Yeah. So like, you know, you've probably like all seen like people's reactions to the mod after like so long of like its wait for it actually to come out. What do you think like people enjoyed the most from the mod itself? Like,
I think Sans Week. People really like Sans Week, except for Gaster hitboxes, which are fixed.
a lot of people like
Oh, that's
every week
true.
from it. I like Boondoggle.
yeah, I think we know that.
I think they like Freaky Machine and Boondoggle because they actually have good vocals and unlike every other track in the entire mod.
Wow, that is crazy.
I guess one thing I can say is like V2 will prove that some artists can do vocals themselves and should.
Okay, the V2 is happening.
No, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It is happening. It literally says the end of the cutscene, bro.
Okay, I'm just making
Dumbass
sure.
motherfuckers. Dumbass can't read, bro.
I'm sorry. So, how did you guys initially get on the team? We can do this like one at a time. So, like, Bright, how'd you get on initially?
Okay, so over a year ago, I don't know exactly when, but Moro asked me to like code one menu, and I said, okay, I can do that. And then I kind of just said, okay, I can code this, I can code this. He said, can you code this? So I did all that, and now we're here.
Yeah, you coded way more than a menu, from what I know, at least. What about you, CD?
So it was after when Tricky 2.0 came out, I made some remixes of the tracks from that. I think Moro saw the stuff that I did there, asked me, is like, oh, hey, do you want to do some stuff for Bendy? And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know it was Indie Cross at the time until like I actually got in, but it was really cool after that and everything. Obviously, the rest is history.
Yeah. What about you, Dia?
Me? So Brightfyre put up a Twitter post about a year ago asking for people to do line art for a mod. It's called Indie Cross, and my dumbass at the time thought it was like a mod versus a character named Indie.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No one knew what an Indie Cross was at the time, so I jokingly put in a thing I had been working on at the time, which was really bad now, and then Brightfyre just DMs me a minute later saying, Moro picked you.
All right, Saster?
Okay, so I'm just gonna check my DMs really quick. Okay, so back in August, Moro approached me like in DMs, like was like, "Hey, you're free to join the team. Do you wanna do a song or two?" I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And like he sent me the menu like thing. I'm like, that hooked me immediately.
Yeah.
Like imagine getting sent this in your DM, being like, "Hey, do you want to just join this?" Haha,
Oh,
dude.
bro.
Of course. That's
that's-
fucking awesome. I got let in the team, and then he sent me a build, like a really early build of the game. And I enjoyed most of it, but like for example, like Nightmare Run, like the vocals, I immediately pointed it out.
What about you, Sector?
I literally like one morning I saw like a post by Moro. He's like they need like one coder to finish any cross by like November, which is like April now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I kind of like DM'd him on Discord, right? He actually replied, which I was like really surprised. And I got on the team. He sent me the build and everything.
Awesome. That's great to hear, man. What about you, Tay?
Me?
Yeah.
So I was in the crowd group chat. So that I asked him that, hey Moro, can I join the Indie Cross team? I can help with coding. And he said, yeah, Sure, why not?
So, Indie Cross, I feel like is in some way known for it having like a lot of big faces in the community. The dev team for V1 was initially like almost like a bit over 40, right?
Yeah.
Do you think for the like the size of quality that Indie Cross was, do you think all 40 devs were exactly needed?
No.
No.
Some, no.
I think it could have been spread up a lot more.
There were people there that I didn't really see do anything. I feel like that could be at fault of both Moro or them like taking too long and then the thing had to be passed over to someone else.
Yeah, I think that it
sense.
could have been done with a lot less people, but it also lies on where those people are coming from, because obviously the team should have probably had a little more artists, because Moro was basically making every asset, and there were a lot of charters that like didn't do anything, and we could probably remove them. Like I don't think CVOD did like a single thing this entire month. Coders, we've had like a lot of people come and go because they didn't know what they were getting themselves into, basically.
Yeah, I feel like I can't really speak on like anyone's behalf, but like, seeing the team and how there was like a lot of programmers, I wasn't really sure how many you would need for like a mod like that, considering like when you look at how many people committed to it, Bright and like a couple others, like it's pretty decent, and everyone's like substantially lower. So like I can't really speak on like your behalf, but like I feel like, considering you did the majority of all the work by yourself, like did you think there was like a need for like 11 more people?
Probably not. I think there's like one point where there were a bunch of coders and we were all doing your stuff, and Moro's like, hey, what if we have like 8 more people and we can like get it done by the end of this month? And we're like, no, we don't want 8 more people. That's just gonna like depress everyone. And he added them. Some of them stuck by, some of them like left within like the week.
So how'd you guys like manage to stay confident with your work for the mod to the point of release? How did you manage to like, stay confident throughout? Because, it was a big mod, and a lot of people were like, were anticipating the release of it to hopefully, see the work created by you guys. Like, how did you stay confident with it? Because a lot of mod teams, they underappreciate their work. Sometimes they scrap things and rechange them last minute. So how'd you guys manage to do that?
Did we? I don't know.
I mean, it's like there was a lot of stuff that was like changed throughout development. Some of the songs in particular, like some of them got like extensions, some of them got like new instrumentals, like new vocals, and a bunch of the like obviously Bendy got a new design and all that shit. It's like because obviously the mod was going on for such a long time. Like obviously some stuff's gonna look outdated, so it's gonna need to be updated. Some of the stuff obviously didn't need it, but other things did need it, I think, before release. And I think it was a good decision that we actually managed to like change a few things up before the mod came out.
Yes. So were there like, to be specific, were there any like songs that are currently in the mod that were like changed last second, or were they changed like, like a couple months before release?
There was quite a few actually.
Knockout, I don't know how long ago it was, but it got changed. It got extended, and like it was faster. And then Bone Doggo also got changed. That it was a really good improvement. I'm not gonna lie. And then Whoopi and Burning in Hell, they both got changed.
Burning in Hell got
Tech Tussle got redone. Yeah, I remember like obviously Bad Time and Despair got extensions as well. There was a lot of
song changes.
Yeah, mainly because of leaks, but it was just personal satisfaction.
The first Whoopi change was because of the leaks, and like nobody liked it at all, so it just got changed.
Oh, I remember what's it called? There was like a lot of like jokes about like endo chaining Burning in Hell.
That song had like at least 20 revisions or something. I'm not even gonna lie.
And then Saster like finally put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, because I remember Endo used to tell me. Like Endo would come to me like, yo, bro, I changed it again. I'm like, bro, like how many times have you done this? Like I didn't know how many, but like when I knew him and I talked to him, like he talked about changing it like at least 4 times when I was in calls with him. This is kind of a joke question I wanted to ask because a lot of people complain about it. Like, why does Boyfriend not really have a mouth sometimes in Indie Cross? Can you really answer that?
I have no idea.
No,
you
I don't
have to ask Moro.
Yeah, I don't know why he decided to do that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It confused me a lot, and people were like, why is it like that? So like I guess this was already kind of like this is like half answered. So assuming there is gonna be updates after V1, because in the credits it says it will return. Do you think the updates will take as long as the original version to come out? Because it took you guys over a year to make V1.
Not at all. No.
Basically for V2 we have 1 week planned, not 3, and a couple of other things. But here's the thing: we already have the engine, we already have like all the technical things planned out.
Yeah, so it's just like assets.
So all the hard work is basically over, and I think now we can just kind of focus on adding content.
Okay, awesome. That's good to hear. So was there anything that like any of you guys like personally wanted to add to the mod that like, you know, wasn't included in Indie Cross? Like, were there any suggestions you had for V1? You know, not something that are going to be in V2 that like weren't added, like by Moro's decision?
Not that I can remember.
I know some stuff that was like originally cut from 1.0 is being added in 1.2 in like the
probably
bouncing
shouldn't
patch.
say it then.
It's just some stuff, but you'll see what it is. But
Yeah, and the
it's like
hotfix.
yes.
Okay.
Like in the hotfix patch where like all the bouncing shit is added, like we'll be adding a few little things that
Oh, that's true.
obviously, yeah, because Brightfyre knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, some little things that we were going to have in 1.0, but I guess we just didn't put them in, but now we're putting them in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah.
Actually, like now we're speaking about that. I don't think like we really covered it. You guys are hot fixing it to like balance the mechanics because a lot of people complain about it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you give like an
Shadowfire
idea
and
what that's
Brightfyre.
like? Like, are you allowed to speak of like what's going to be like or no?
Yeah, sure. So basically, we're having 3 different new difficulties for mechanics. It's not going to be like tucked away in the options menu anymore. It's going to be like in the free play menu and the story menu. And basically, you won't be able to get achievements if you turn them off, but you will be able to get them if you turn them on like simple or the hardcore mode. Hardcore is basically just what it was before. Simple is our visions and such.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
And there's
That-
also some other things, but
Yeah.
on
These
this
guys are
one.
changing them up. Like, so that would people, because a lot of people like were complaining that they couldn't beat it like the real way because of like the mechanics being like in most ways unfair. And that's understandable. But like, I'm glad like you guys are fixing that out. Was there anything that like, if you could like replace any characters that are in the main 3 with other indie characters, like who would you replace them with? If you wanted to.
Can I talk?
I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of the bendy games, but I think that we did a great job on his week.
What do you want to
I
say?
don't really know what else we would replace that with.
I would have replaced all 3 characters with Granny, Tattletale, and Hello Neighbor.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, dear.
You forgot
Moro did Cuphead dirty. Moro left him in the dirt.
We really should have gotten someone to like hand animate all of his poses instead
would've
of
been
just
cool.
tweens.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
There's always the hot fix. You guys can do that last minute. Fuck it. So I'm guessing this was Moro's idea, but I could be wrong. But what were your like initial thoughts when the idea of the like nightmare songs were brought up? Like, did you have like any other plans with them when you thought about them, or were you just like, okay, make them look edgy, put them in, make the songs like super fucking hard, we're done?
I think that nightmare songs were like the first thing that were ever conceptualized.
Yeah,
It's
I
not like
remember
something that we decided to add in last minute. It was like I joined the server like over a year ago, and that was like the first thing I saw. It's like, oh, how do you like these designs? And they looked like terrible. But
So like speaking of nightmare songs, so like in Devil's Gambit, is the devil dead or just unconscious? A lot of people ask
He's
that for some
dead,
reason.
I think.
He's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Okay.
Fucking died, bro.
Cuphead killed him.
Bozo.
Cuphead killed him.
Rip Bozo.
Yeah.
Okay. With the nightmare modes itself, like I only beat the first song. Did any of you guys like actually beat all 3 legitimately?
I did. But
Crystal.
I know like nobody has.
I haven't even
Crystal.
touched a Nightmare song.
Crystal is the only one who's FC'd all 3 of them.
Jesus Christ, bro. I feel
Yeah,
so bad for
because
her.
she got Despair after release, but she got both Devil's Gambit and Bad Time before the mod even came out.
So this is more of a question, like I guess, towards Saf, but like with the menu theme, you know, like the menu theme's based around the main 3 characters with Sans, Cuphead, and Bendy, because you reference like instruments to use and you reference like their in-game sounds. So assuming that there's going to be more characters added, will you have to change the menu theme to include their own style in it? Because you're adding Hollow Knight, at least I know that much.
Right.
Will that have to happen?
I don't even know. Did he even reference Bendy? I'm not sure.
You get,
There's I remember there was.
Just like
There's
one
some
little
noises
bendy
from
scream.
him.
It was like,
Yeah, so like, will you have to like use like Hollow Knight instruments? Like, will you have to change it? Like, I don't know what Moro plans, but do you think that's gonna happen?
If he tells me, probably. I mean,
Okay,
it'll
just
give
like-
me an opportunity to like up the menu theme too. Actually,
It's already amazing though, bro.
yeah, I can make it better though.
So I noticed a lot of people are confused by it, but like, will Girlfriend ever be an indie cross? Like,
He is an indie cross.
where?
Yeah.
So I kind of know the answer to one of these, but I still thought I should ask for those that don't know. How did the like the troll songs come to be? So like, you know, Ghosts and Sanas, right?
Oh,
How did
these
those?
are, yeah.
Do you guys know how those came to be?
I was the one who had the idea because
Yes.
I think I'm pretty sure I just had like the idea to add Goose into it or Untitled Goose Game into a mod. I don't even know why, but I DM'd Crystal about it and he was like, Okay, and then I made a group chat with him, Nonsense, and River, and then they made the sprites in like 1 hour, and then I put it in without him knowing.
And then Moro found out, but we kept it in anyways because it was funny.
Santa's, I don't even know why. I think we just had time, and he wanted to add Pello for something.
Can I be real quick about that?
No.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do that song.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm having so much fun, and then I'm like, wait, is someone else doing it? And I got really sad. I think I still have an old concept of it.
Santa's full week.
No, please don't do that.
No, that's not.
Please
That's not.
Do not.
Well, that's all the questions that I personally had, but I asked Twitter if y'all didn't see.
Oh, boy.
Shadow asked me to ask Bright who the hottest coder is. Why? Why would he ask that? Oh my god.
I don't know. Shadow's a strange human being.
Okay, so are there any like future plans that you're allowed to reveal or no?
Hollow Knight. Goose full week
Can I make a Goose song?
would go hard.
Epic
would
final
go
boss.
You guys can talk about it later, bro. Now is not the time for Ghost Full Week. Bright. What took the most time to code in?
God, I don't know. Nothing really took that long. There's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing specific, like no like specific parts in the mod that took a while.
I don't think so.
Like it's just like from what I saw, like you know, like the running sequence in Nightmare
that took
Run.
a really long time, actually.
Oh, so now you remember.
I remember that had like a bunch of different revisions for how we were going to do it, because before we were just having like 2 images and like they were moving and then resetting their position, but that was terrible for like FPS. And then we had like a sprite sheet thing. There was like an image for each position of the background, but that was even worse because it had massive files. Then we just used like 1 image, I think, and then we just changed the position of that.
Yeah.
It's like when you play Nightmare Run, like the whole like stair sequence and like the machine in the
that took even
background.
longer. That actually was done like maybe a month or 2 before release. That was really last minute.
Oh, okay.
Like the stairs were made probably the week of release. I'm not joking.
Oh, the Ink Machine was done at that week as well, right?
Yeah, the
What?
machine was.
Like the
Yeah,
Ink Machine and the
both of those.
Yeah.
I think that was like the most aesthetically pleasing part of the mod, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you couldn't take it in because the song being really fucking hard. So, like, was there any part of the mod that was cut out that you really wish wasn't cut out? Or was it just like the idea stayed the same throughout the whole process and we just went with that?
There was a lot of things that I can't remember.
Blackarot made a Metaton song. It's posted. It's It's on his channel, but it was going to be in at one point, I'm pretty sure, but I guess it just didn't make the cut.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I saw that a while ago.
Yeah, it's literally up on Blackarot's channel. It's called Glamorous.
Oh, the one thing that I wish we didn't cut was like the despair chase scene.
Oh, that. Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that was going to be in Despair.
Flying with fire in his hands, like that was so cool.
Dude, Despair had like a bunch of stuff planned, but like a lot of it got cut.
Then I'll show you another thing. I don't know if this is this was something.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
Oh,
Of course you have that saved.
so I remember, it was like one call that I remember seeing this. Moro showed basically that Nightmare Bendy was going to turn into like a giant fucking beast Bendy. I think it was also shown in the concept video that he was going to like slam his hand, like a giant hand on the stage, and you have to like,
I remember that.
left
Yeah,
to
that
right.
was one of the things.
Yeah, and that's where the jump comes from as well. The jump, you know how he like jumps down from the ceiling and like lands before you start, and it's like that used to be a mechanic where you'd have to like run back and forth because Benny would jump up and try and crush you.
Oh.
Yeah.
The thing that I really like got sad when it got scrapped was Ultimate Life Form Sands. Like this should have been.
What the fuck
should have
am I
been its
can't.
own.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I'm not done yet. And then these were like his little goons.
Bro, I can't with you guys. I can't. Were there any crossovers that you guys were gonna do, or was it just like, nah, we're just gonna keep our own thing? I guess
don't think so.
I don't think I would assume it wouldn't be the case. Like crossovers,
mean,
like you know, like mod things, like not like crossovers,
Like crossovers between mods.
that or like what like Innersloth did with Versus Imposter. That
No.
kind of crossover.
No.
No, there's no way that'd be happening with like the kinds of people that we'd have to talk to. to get
I don't
collabs
know.
with them. Fucking like MDHR, whoever the guy who made Bendy, and
Toby
yeah.
Fox.
I don't know. They made a
Toby
Geico
Fox
commercial,
doesn't
so
like
maybe
fans,
we would have had a shot.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was so stupid. Fucking Geico with Cuphead.
Will you guys ever open source Indie Cross or the project?
Yeah, probably. Basically, there's this one coder, Polybius Proxy, who decided to add something called Bink Video Player.
Yo.
And it's this fancy little thing that he never finished adding. And if we open source the mod with it in there, we're gonna get sued.
What?
He has to like take it out or something. I don't know.
Have you guys like ever considered adding more characters from the same indie games into Indie
That's the bonus
Cross?
songs.
How did you guys like personally feel when Moro asked you to work on the mod? Or if you asked him, how did you feel after being accepted? Did you feel good about it, or like do you regret your decision?
I don't regret it.
You don't regret it?
I thought it was going to be a fun thing that was going to be finished in like maybe 6 months or something. But it kind of just dragged on and became less fun. But I still am very glad that I did this project because it was a lot of fun.
I don't know what I was getting myself into, but I liked it anyways.
What was the funniest moment during development?
Like, I think most of the funnies happened in VC. Will, yeah, he was like a huge source of humor in the server.
I accidentally loaded up Terraria. Hold on. Also, so I guess like a better way to ask the question that I tried doing. Well, what was the best moment of development?
Meeting all these amazing people.
Yeah.
Release.
I'll say that.
Release and also meeting everyone.
This is a random question that someone put. I thought I put in. If the 3 characters from Indie Cross got into a fight, who do you think would win?
Sam.
Bendy. There are
Bendy.
animations of Cuphead
Yeah.
versus Bendy and Sans versus Bendy, and Bendy wins in both, so I don't see the problem.
Like skipping a few questions just to ask this one and then go back to the rest. Phantom asked a similar question, but instead of the characters, he meant you guys.
I'd win.
What were some of the biggest roadblocks that presented themselves when you guys were dealing with development?
The leaks.
The leaks were
Leak.
a pain in the arse, especially right at the end with like the whole thing got leaked, and it was just like,
Wait, it happened multiple times?
Yeah,
First
so
leak?
it happened
Yeah.
like 7 months ago.
Yeah,
where it was because
and-
of Game Banana, where there was like a build uploaded on there, and even though it was private, people could like download it because Game Banana has like terrible security. So that was our fault. Then the second one, it was some dev that leaked it.
Do we know who did it?
Anyway, guys. Moving on. What were like each of you guys like favorite songs in the mod? Would you say?
Terrible Sin.
Okay. Bro, one at a time, please. I heard like 4 words at the same
Bone
time.
Doggle.
for me, it's between Boondoggle and Burning in Hell.
Yeah, please tell me you're not serious about what you said.
I am so dead ass about Terrible Sin. It's my favorite song.
What about you, Saster?
I think Knockout's my favorite.
Okay, that's based. Sector?
I'll say like Burning in Hell.
And Taeyai already said knockout. I'm pretty sure I think Moro himself answered this a while back, but who is actually like teleporting boyfriend with like the tricky or Genshin Impact stars in Indie Cross? who's doing that exactly?
He doesn't really tell anyone the lore, so I'm not sure.
Like, there's
Who do I think is teleporting them? I think Mr. Indie is teleporting all the characters.
Who the fuck is Mr. Indie, bro? So I have like a couple last like dev specific questions I want to ask. CD, how was you said before I even fucking asked. Okay, how was the process of making Despair? Because I feel like you seem really proud about that track. after releasing it.
God. Basically, funnily enough, like I originally was not going to make it. It was originally going to Rosebud because I kind of at one point I'd lost for ideas, but then I think it was like one day I just had like a fucking like brainwave and I started working on it for like a month to make the original version, which is the one it's not the one you see today, but it was the one that was around until the Game Banana leak happened. And this is a funny thing that happened. So obviously after the leak from Game Banana, I decided just to be spiteful, I'd extended it.
Okay, I feel like I have to ask this one for obvious reasons. Saster, how was your process of making Bone Doggo, bro?
Okay, so I don't know if you heard the beta version of it.
I have not.
Brightfyre, I think you have it on your channel.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I had this old like recreation of Bone Trozzle. Like I think I still have it. And then I'm like, I'm gonna use this as a base for the song. And then I was on a call with this Undertale nerd, and he kinda helped me a little bit with kind of getting the feel of it. Originally, the part where like Sans falls asleep, I was thinking Papyrus would like notice, he'd like get angry, stomp his foot, and then fucking slap. Moro was like, no, we're just gonna make him wake up on his own. I'm like, come on, it would have been funny. And then I just kept going with the song, and then I was like, instead of going into like this chorus section, I would go into just Sans, like just a Sans section. I really had fun with that part because it was really jazzy. I had this brain moment where I was like, what if he grabbed 2 sticks and banged it on his head and it made a xylophone noise? I was satisfied with it at first, and then when we got closer to, I think, the end of release, I decided to remaster the entire thing, make it more kind of my style, not Undertale style, but like kind of keep that Undertale feel, but like put my own twist into it. And I really like it. I really like how it came out.
Everybody really likes it. Are you kidding?
I think we all know how it came out.
Saster.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you, guys.
He really so cannot fucking believe you read him like a fucking book.
That was awesome. I was just laughing, dude.
Speaking about that clip from Boondoggle, it actually made me really happy seeing a lot of things come out of that for some reason. I was invited to a Discord server with like 20 versions of myself.
Now if I really
Now if I really know
I was there. I was there when they did that shit. It was strange as fuck.
Oh, you were in there?
I was in that call. You could tell it was me because I was the only guy that was like slightly zoomed out. That was me in that fucking call, bro. It was awesome though. I won't lie. Right. So you personally, you know, like I don't want to like say like specifically, but I do feel like out of everybody, like statistically put in the most time in the project, I guess like second to Moro himself when it came to how much you spent coding it. So was the results of the mod finally coming out worth the 600 plus hours you yourself put into it? In your own eyes?
I'd say so. I'm really proud of this project.
Yeah, another question I fucking didn't really like. I didn't type it because I don't know what the fuck it really asked. Ask Dia his thoughts on Axum and Poman. I don't know who the fuck those people are, except Axum. Dia, could you explain that?
You okay?
Good?
Dia, you okay, bro?
Names.
What about Silly Army? What are your thoughts on that?
Silly Army. What are my thoughts on Silly Army? About a pass. Repeat the question.
Repeat the question. What are your thoughts on Silly Army? What fucking question are you asking?
Silly Army? Oh, I thought it was Axum and
Yeah, I'm asking a different one to calm you down, bro, because you screamed. Okay.
Ask him the original one. It's gonna be funny.
No. So like going a bit off of like the topic of, you know, why you're here. It's just more like a general questions now. So, you know, like with modding as a whole, it's literally been like over a year since it initially kind of like began. Like, you know, starting with like really shitty like reskins to like full on at this point fan games with how much quality there is nowadays with the modding scene on like, especially with this, like the level of quality I feel like has drastically improved over time. But like, what are your guys' thoughts on like modding after almost like over a year of its existence now with FNF?
What I think about FNF modding in the general sense, is that what that's?
Yeah, like after a year of like its existence.
I think it was from what I remember, like way back when I was like terrible at this like rhythm game. I was just like, wow, these mods are pretty cool. Like Witty and Tricky, when those came out, I was coming around into the community around that time when they just first released. Like seeing it now, I really appreciate the effort and I guess the evolution that this community and the modding scene has gone. It's pretty cool seeing like what we have now.
So you know, I feel like nowadays, right, back like initially with modding and also the community as a whole, I don't think a lot of people really knew each other, and the modding scene was really like fresh. And there was always like stuff coming out like every couple of days with unique stuff like, you know, Zardy, Midfight Masses, Witty, B-Sides, like Tricky, like a lot of original stuff back then, Miku, stuff like that. What are your exact like thoughts on the FNF community now?
I think from what I've seen, like a lot of people have like matured since the beginning. because it's like it's hard to describe really. In some ways it's matured, but in other ways it's got worse. Because standards are so much higher than they used to be because of like the general quality bar for mods has just been continually rising over like the last year, especially with like kind of like the benchmark mods of each kind of like era really. Like you have like Witty and Tricky to kick it off, then it was Tricky V2, then it was Sonic.exe, and now it's Indie Cross. I feel like obviously the views of the community have changed, like people have come and gone, people have been outed and all that shit. Like there's been a lot that's happened, so I feel like obviously with like big positive things, like big projects finally coming out, that's like a healthy thing for the community. Sometimes like obviously some people are like overly negative about things because it's like popular equals bad in some people's eyes. This community, it's in both the best and the worst place it's been in a really long time right now, in a way, if you kind of like get what I'm trying to say here.
You know, I get you. I just feel like a lot of people, like from my perspective at least, like a lot of people focus on the bad things that happen a lot more than the good side. And in my opinion, is if you continuously like focus on the bad shit that happens, you'll never really be like experience like the good around you. That's how I see it, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Especially with Twitter, like there's gotta be like something that people argue about, and it's kind of like upsetting to see it like literally like every day, like something's happening, whether it be like something simple or a creator a lot of people know is like outed for bad shit that they've done. It's difficult to deal with that, but I just feel like people focus on that way too much because I think there's a lot of good things that happen in FNF, at least like in the community. I don't feel a lot of people like, you know, like really focus on that. They just kind of focus on the negative part, and that like affects their mentality a lot. That's how I see it.
I agree.
At least.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So I mean, like speaking like a lot of good things have happened like because of the FNF scene. Like, you know, a lot of people have had their chance to like, you know, put their stuff out and be appreciated by others, or like find something that, you know, they're interested in, or even learn things. Like, I mean, for me at least, like I started learning making stuff for mods. I would have never done that had I not found like the community or like FNF as a whole. And also it made me realize, for me at least, that I found like an audience that somewhat enjoys what I do, and that's a great thing. So like, where would you guys think you'd be like without FNF?
I don't know.
I mean,
something bad.
Drugs.
For me, I'd still be with Terraria because obviously I still do that, but I wouldn't be as happy as I am now because having another outlet to do more creative shit and like be able to express myself more than just, oh, you make this song for this mod in Terraria. It gives me like more to do, more ways to express myself, and it also just allows me to like meet so many new people. And honestly, like, it's really helped. Like, I think it's not just me. I think I speak for a lot of people with this. Is like, it's helped a lot of people just in general. Like, it's helped new friendships to be formed, all that shit. New like sub communities have been like rebirthed in a way, like thanks to an example like Sonic.exe. That was like a really niche community, and now thanks to FNF, that's kind of been like revitalized. And that whole sub community's come back to life. So like, as much as everyone shits on this game for being like, oh, it's like, oh, joke's not funny anymore, there's been an FNF mod made of it, or this is bad now because FNF did it. It's like, this community, as shit as it is sometimes, has done some really, really cool shit. And I think people really don't think about that sometimes.
Yeah, no, I agree on that completely. Do you think like you'd be in like a place better or like worse if it weren't for FNF right now?
Worse. I actually almost gave up music because I didn't know. I was kind of running out of ideas to do, like, because I was kind of stuck in this like in the Undertale like SoundCloud community. I was kind of stuck in this place where I had to keep producing just Megalovania remixes, and I was getting to the point where I literally couldn't do it anymore. I stopped. I couldn't upload for like months. When one of my friends, actually a couple of my friends, they showed me like corruption, like FNF corruption, that stuff. I did one remix of Treacherous Thorns, and I was like, damn, that was so fun. And here I am now, I guess.
Yeah. No, I just feel like you know, if it weren't for FNF, I wouldn't literally be sitting here in a fucking really small suit talking to you guys, obviously. Like, I guess, like, I would not have met a lot of people that I consider really good friends of mine. Like, like, obviously some of you guys, and also especially Bright, because I literally have known him since I've been here with the goatee. Like, that's the first time I've ever talked to him. And it's crazy that it's been almost a year since then. And I just really genuinely appreciate all that's happened, right? I just feel like as much as people like shit on the community sometimes or like focus on the negative, there's a lot of good stuff that's come out of it, especially like the friends that you've made because of it. And that's really nice to think about that. It makes me happy. Okay. Is there like any last things you guys like to say? Because we've gone through all the questions now. It's been just over an hour and 9 minutes. Is there anything you just want to say before like CD goes to bed?
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m.
I can probably show a bit of the Doggo FLP. Just
oh yeah, of course.
A little bit more of the process.
Yeah, for sure, man. Go for that.
So, I don't know if many of you guys know, but I use FL Studio.
Yeah, longest solo ever would kill you.
Yeah, no.
We thought live.
If he's watching this, goodbye.
Oh my god.
Immediately, you can just recognize like these drums here. These are just like Genesis stuff. I love Jenny. This is a really nice plugin. And then these are like chiptune, like little noise things that are actually just copied straight from the original.
Ah.
And then I think this is the cowbell.
Give me a heart attack.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and
Someone
then
was walking in my room.
fresh. And the little,
Okay.
the pretties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think this is the secondary xylophone. Oh yeah. What is it? The pitch of this whole song is down by like 30 cents.
Ah.
Because that's what like Toby does. Like this song. Yeah, this is like a mess here, but like
Yeah.
oh, this is the
Why
Tank Man one. Oh,
Why is
no.
Tank Man here?
Let me just you never saw that. Anyways.
Okay.
I like doing like this weird like piano pattern up here where it's like the chords.
So like I'm like losing brain cells looking at this. This is too much for me. I couldn't even. You can't
I didn't even notice
hear
that was in the fucking song. What the hell?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
It's like an organ thing because it's like the
You
funny.
can't even hear that. In
Yeah,
the song.
yeah, that.
Oh my god.
It's the spooky,
then-
scary skeletons.
And then I found a way to transcribe this completely. This.
It's a banger.
Yeah, and then after that, like most of this is like probably just SGM and Mega Man stuff. Yeah, right there.
I love Mega Man.
I love Mega Man. I think I used that stuff in like around here more.
Ah. Oh my god.
That organ you hear is just something I grabbed from GarageBand because I thought I liked it. I really liked it.
Why GarageBand?
It's got some really nice loops.
That's fair.
Oh my god, he changed up the beat.
I'm gonna kill you.
He changed it again.
That's not boyfriend.
That's not boyfriend.
Not with that attitude.
But
No,
will
he's
you-
reason.
No. Okay. You don't use FL, but will you guys like ever like? Will you ever like upload the FLPs of your songs from Indie like publicly?
For sure.
Will you ever do that?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
Not
obviously, I won't be able to because
Yeah.
no one uses reason.
I might.
So,
I might
fuck
check
you.
FLP.
So it's like, so it's just like, fuck you. You're never getting despair.
Oh my god.
Oh my
And
god.
I can assure you, I will upload all of my indie cross songs.
You didn't make any Indie songs.
Not with that.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
Bryce's
I
gonna
swear.
somehow grab the Doggo FLP and just pass it along like it's
You should
sweet candy.
definitely tweet out the Doggo FLP.
Yeah, I will.
I really know Brightfyre.
Okay.
God.
It was really great doing this though. Like genuinely, I'm really surprised y'all actually wanted to sit down and just have a talk about it. Because like
it's fun.
I'm a small little YouTuber guy.
Okay, well, you're penkaru.
I don't know who that is. It made me really happy that y'all are willing to do this though. So thanks again for doing it. Makes me really happy.
Oh no problem at all.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
It's been fun. I mean, I did stay up until 3 a.m. for this, but it was fun.
It's like this is like literally the third time I've heard Bright speak. By the way, like I've known him for like almost a year. It's like the third time he's willingly spoken to me with his own voice. That's surreal to me, honestly, more than like all the questions. Okay, fuck you, bro. I swear to God, man, I'm done. Hooray for penkaru.
Oh my gosh, I just remember the
I'm gonna take care and like harass Goose to edit this now. But I really appreciate you guys being able to stop by and do this. Right?
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah,
Goose.
Awesome.
this is awesome.
Yeah, like I don't know how many of y'all are working on V2, assuming that comes out. But it'd be nice to like do this again whenever that comes out.
I would not believe none of us are working on V2.
Oh, that's great.
I've never heard of a V2.
I mean,
ever in my life.
can we say about it? Can we talk about
it says that
We confirmed
Indie
it.
Cross. Yeah, you confirm that it's going to return, and you confirm that it's going to be Hollow Knight at least. We've already said that in this recording. I'm going to just say like who's working on it, but like, are any of you guys working on it?
Yeah.
The majority.
Like no like new inclusions, right? No like people that we don't know.
Yeah, there are
about
new
yet.
inclusions.
There are new people, yeah.
Yeah, don't name them. Obviously,
Yeah,
I'm
we're not
talking about
naming
people
them,
here.
but there are
I
new
won't
people.
name them, but-
Are you guys all a part of V2?
Most of, okay, a decent chunk of the people in this call are
Okay.
part of
Yeah.
V2. Obviously, Brightfyre is part of it because you know.
I'm Brightfyre, and I made the versus Brightfyre mod.
That was
Yeah.
Goose, you liar. But yeah, I can't wait for whenever
He
the
broke his
updates come
desk.
out. Like you know,
Yeah.
obviously for good reasons. Like it's my favorite mod, so seeing that it's gonna continue until FNF dies is a nice thing to think about. For me, at least. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I know it won't
First
take another
mod to
year.
have 1 trillion downloads.
1 more billion downloads.
Indie Cross sweep, bro.
Indie Cross Sweep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go edit this now. But take care, guys. It was really nice.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, this was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I go to bed, CD.
Go to bed. I need to sleep.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
That was great.
Hey guys, it's me, Canadian Goose. I snuck on Penn's channel, even though I'm the one editing it. But you know, if you're wondering why this video took so long to come out, it is not Penn's fault. He actually sent me the recordings like decades ago. It was just, you know, I had some troubles, you know, time management. You know, my goldfish drowned, and my dog, you know, my dog went on a walk. I'd take my dog on a walk. That took me like a week. It was a week-long walk. You know, I went. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's me, Canadian.